My brand new Vitus Mythique VR has a massive paint chip in it already. I'm not sure if the paint on this bike is weak, but I do know that these big ol' huge knobby tires are kicking up some of the biggest rocks I've ever seen. I've definitely not seen it on the Vitus Nucleus before. There are definitely some things I should have done to this bike before ever taking it out on the trail. So let's go ahead and clean this bike up. Let's get to work. Well, I'm glad I actually took the bottom bracket off to clean it, because that bottom bracket looked like it had some rust on it to me. But I don't know, maybe it's some sort of proprietary thread locker? Either way, that was just weird. All right, now that the paint chips are all touched up, next up I have frame protection. This frame protection is from Lamin-X, but the thing about this one, it's a matte finish. I would have loved to use some Gorilla Tape clear, but this has a glossy finish and it would just stand out like a sore thumb and it just would not look right. So I picked up this film for $21.95 and it's 4 inches by 60 inches and it is 8 millimeters thick. All right, well, putting on that frame protection took forever, but it's one of those things where it's a one and done, hopefully. It was my first time, so I actually ordered 2 of them, and I did open up the second package just because I was trying to protect pretty much every single tube on this bike. This film was pretty awesome. The best thing is that it's a matte finish and it will match the frame, and you can hardly even see it now that it's on. Next up, I'm going tubeless. This bike comes with tubeless ready tires, and it is taped for tubeless. All you gotta do is add your own valves and add your own sealant. I picked up this set of black Presta valve stems for $16.95. So now I'm just gonna take out the tube and install the valve. So I was taking off this tire right now and the front wheel just seems super heavy. But then I took off the tire and noticed that this wheel is actually super light. We're looking at 2 pounds, 8 ounces for this wheel. But this tire and tube combo is just so heavy. It's literally the heaviest tire I've ever felt. Looks like this tire tube combo is 3 pounds, 5 ounces. Whoa. No wonder why I didn't get any thorns in this tube, because this tire is just super thick. I found this Revere 6 sealant on Amazon, and I tried to look on YouTube and there wasn't a whole lot about this sealant. Obviously there's Stan's and Orange Seal, which are the most popular. This Revere 6 sealant popped out at me because it was the cheapest on Amazon. Orange Seal comes for about 93 cents per ounce. Stan's comes for about $1 an ounce. And this Revere 6 is 74 cents per ounce. I picked this up in 1 liter and it was $24.95. Now I did see on Amazon at the time of making this video, a Stan's 32 ounce bottle of sealant for $24. Which is about 75 cents per ounce, which is actually a pretty good deal. I'll provide an affiliate link in the description below for that Stan's that I found. I'm really eager to try this one out because it says it lasts for 6 months, whereas Orange Seal says it lasts for 30 to 45 days, which is pretty terrible. And I've been running Stan's since I started mountain biking, and that says it can last 2 to 7 months. Although there was one time after just 2 months, I opened up the tire and the white and the clear had completely separated. So I'm eager to try a new brand, and what I'm actually gonna do for a long-term test is I'm gonna put 3 ounces of Stan's in the rear, because that's all I had left, and I'm gonna put 3 ounces of this in the front, and in a couple months I'm gonna do a long-term review. All right, well, I have a couple more loose ends to tie on this bike. One of them is a water bottle cage, which seems pretty obvious. This is an elite water bottle cage that lets me offset the water bottle cage instead of just providing two little holes. I actually had a different water bottle cage installed on the bike, and I could barely fit even the smallest water bottle. During my XC race, there were times where the water bottle would just not even go in, and I almost had to throw the water bottle. So this elite water bottle cage should let me put it down a little bit more so I can fit a bigger water bottle. Lastly, I need a place to store my multi-tools and a couple CO2 cartridges. So I picked up this Gusty saddlebag for $14.95. Even this water bottle cage doesn't really help my problem. And I'm not a super huge fan of the bag either. So if you could comment down below your recommendation on how to carry a multi-tool and a water bottle cage for this bike, I'd really appreciate it. Now that this bike is fully trail ready, I can't wait to take it out. Now that all the vital upgrades are done, I feel like I can finally ride this bike as hard as I want to. I think this frame protection turned out pretty good. You can barely even see it out here on the trail with the matte finish, but there is some imperfections, but hey, it was my first time. One day I'll have a solution for the water bottle and the multi-tool. So far I've spent $1,737 on this bike, and that's including shipping. And I've had some people comment that a $1,500 full suspension mountain bike is not budget. Please comment down below what is a cheaper full suspension bike that's actually not a hunk of garbage. I'll be waiting. But I need your help. I can't decide what accent color I want on this bike, whether it be blue or red. So if you could help me decide. And one more thing before I go. Either today or tomorrow, I'm about to reach 2,000 subscribers, which is just truly amazing to me, seeing how just 2.5 months ago, I hit 1,000 subscribers. So to everyone who watches and subscribes, thank you all so much. I'll see you on the next one.